Hello, Tammy here, and I am going to share with you some things that I brainstormed with my sister last week in regards to chair yoga. But I'm going to actually call this office yoga because we're going to be doing some things out of the chair, maybe using the chair, but also perhaps incorporating the desk, or even just some things that you can do while you're in the office to help mobilize and move your body during your movement break. Hopefully you're taking a movement break approximately every 30 to 45 minutes, which involves some water, changing your position, and getting yourself moving a little bit to help your brain stay alert and also help keep your body from stiffening up and reinforcing those same postures that you have all day at the office, right? So what we want to do is feed some more information through our body, feel good, be alert through the day so that we don't get that afternoon lag and we need coffee and sugar to keep us awake, and also be alert after work so that we can enjoy ourselves and have some fun while we're not working, right? Rather than just going home and feeling completely drained, flagging on the couch and eating just whatever food is handy and easy because we're too tired to take care of ourselves properly. So one of the first steps to taking care of ourselves is doing what we can to feel good and bright and alert in the office. So I'm just going to come back to my desk chair, and I realize that I'm not wearing typical office clothing, but this is something that does come up with my clients about what we can do for them to help relieve those aches and pains that happen through the neck, through the back, and lower back, and also even ankles and feet and hips and things like that, and things that they can do to feel better during their workday, but also accommodating the fact that they're in a public space. Perhaps they can't really be doing a whole lot of big movements. They have to be discreet, right? And maybe you're wearing high heels as well, and you're wearing a skirt. And so these movements are things that you can do in that office environment. You might want to find sneaky moments to take your shoes off and take advantage of that, so that you can give your feet a little bit of a break. And you also might want to take some moments to get some a break for your eyes by increasing the distance that you're looking, not just at your computer that's just a couple feet away, or and by looking down the hallway or looking out your window, taking a break outside during your lunch, having a quick brisk walk. Those are easy things to do during your breaks. And then these are some other things that I'm going to show you that you can do while you're in the office. Okay, here we go. So, keeping in mind that you're going to have a different chair, perhaps you might have a roller chair, you might have a stationary chair, you might have a chair that swivels. So I got a chair that rolls and swivels so that we're not working with a fixed position, and we just can be a little bit resourceful with what we've got, right? So initially, I got cobwebs on me. So, starting from a sitting position, we're just going to think about the wrists. If you're up at the computer and typing, or you're writing, or you're on the phone, give your wrists a little bit of a break by just grabbing around the wrist and gently applying some pressure and doing a little bit of a twist with the skin around your wrist. All right, that's going to help loosen things up there. And you can extend your wrist and close it, and you can twist it around, get some movement through the tendons that wrap around the wrist here. And then you can interlock your fingers, do some wrist rolls, all right? And you can go up and down, putting your hands together, bring the hands down, get a little stretch through the front of the wrist, and then back of the hands together, thumbs trying to touch and then lowering down as well. And you can repeat this movement, kind of come down to the extent of your stretch, and then come up, release, and repeat. Yeah? All right, we got some wrists done. Now we're going to take care of the rib cage and can get a little stuck. So we're just going to reach down and then reach up. These might be some things that you have to pick and choose when you do them. So if you're just in your office, nobody's in there with you, you might do some reaching, right? And there's no right or wrong here, so you can reach up to the sky, reach to the side, right? Just trying to get some opposite here, trying to reach through the extension of my fingertips, getting long and creating space through the whole length of your chest, through the fingertips. Good. And then We can use our desk. Also, we can anchor a hand on the desk and then reach around. And if you're using your swivel chair, anchor your hand on your desk, and you can even just swivel your chair away while your hand is anchored, and you're getting a nice stretch through the chest all the way down the arm. I'm actually feeling a good stretch through my bicep here. And then I'm going to roll back, and then I'm going to roll away, and then roll back, and then roll away. I'm just trying to lift my chest and pull it away from my hand and come back. And then you would want to do that on the opposite side for the other arm. If you don't have a swivel chair, what you can also do is reach to the back of your armrest, or the back of your chair, and then pull again. You're just trying to rotate and pull the chest away. I'm getting a nice stretch again through my arm and through the bicep, and then release, come back, and then release. Something like that is really good to get that thoracic going. All right. Let's go down to the feet. So if you're at a desk and nobody can see you, that's a perfect time to take your shoes off, especially if you got high heels on, especially if they're slip-ons, right? You can just slip them on and slip them off. You might have to reach down and do a little quick to get them back on. Perfect time to take your shoes off. I'm gonna leave mine on so they can slide a little better on the pavement here. But essentially, slide them off, do some ankle rolls. You're going clockwise, and then you can go counterclockwise. Do the other leg. I'm just gonna demonstrate one leg at a time. And then you're sliding to the edge of your seat here. And then you're gonna support your weight on one leg, and then just reach, slide one foot out all the way so that your foot is flat on the ground, and then slide it back underneath you. Slide it forward again. Slide it back. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, slide it forward and slide it back. You can even do this if somebody is in the office with you and you've got a dark desk, people can't see you. And remember, these aren't really big dramatic movements, guys, but they're little ones that you can do to keep your body moving. And these are things that you can do on the airplane too, when you're traveling or on the bus, whatever. Okay, so I'm thinking. So we done the slides, foot slides. Now this one's a bit, you have to pick when you do this one, but you're gonna take one leg out to the side, and then supporting your weight on the bent knee, just tip forward at the hip. Okay? So you're gonna be on the edge of your seat, get nice and long through the chest, then tip forward, and then slide back. So we're just opening the inner thigh here, letting it get a little bit of a stretch. So your upper body movement is fairly subtle, but depending upon what you're wearing and depending upon what your environment is like, this one may or may not work for you. Okay, so you do the other side, yeah? Okay, so coming up to a standing position. Just gonna wake my computer up again. Come on, there we go. So coming up to a standing position. Now, get up out of your chair every 30 to 45 seconds, even if it's just for a couple minutes, just to move and get your hips moving a little bit. So you can't see me because I got black pants on and a black chair. So you're just gonna go wide with your stance. And ladies, if you have a skirt, hopefully it's not a really tight one, you can do this. All you're doing is seesawing your pelvis side to side, feeling a stretch going through the inner thigh. All right. If you can, make sure you're doing this with flat feet. Pop those shoes, high-heeled shoes off. All right, so you're seesawing. And you can take this position, wide stance, do a little hip, bend forward, come up, bend forward, come up. So you're just bending forward at the waist, feeling a little stretch through the back of the leg. And then while you're standing again, barefoot, you can come behind you, drop the toes, get the foot flat behind you, and then just do a little bit of a shift, left and right. This is a little painful on the pavement, but it gets a nice stretch through the front of the ankle and the shin. So you're just coming back here and doing a little bit of a roll. You can do it here, do it now, to see how it feels, okay? It's best if you do that one without any kind of footwear on, because you'll get a better stretch. All right, now coming to the back of the chair, brace that chair so it doesn't roll. And all you're going to do is do a little bit of an arm. I kind of call this the interested guy pose, right? So imagine he's on the wall and he's like, hey, baby, right? So you're here. Guys, don't take offense. Straight arm, step forward, and then you're just going to press the hip towards the back of the chair. Come back. See that the back of your leg stays straight, and you're pressing forward. What you want to do with your pelvis is tuck your pelvis a little bit, so you get a little bit of a posterior tail tuck. So you got bottom forward, top back, arms are straight, and you're just getting a little bit of a stretch, mobilizing through the hips. This one you can do with your desk, with the back of the chair. You can even do it against the wall, or the counter in the break room, or in the restroom. Right? Good. And then using the back of the chair again, just to use that to kind of hang off a little bit. Without it rolling. If you can anchor it without it rolling, just use the back of the chair, get some stretches, come back. So drive the hip to the side, reach the body over. I'm not twisting my upper body to do it. I'm staying forward and then reaching up over and letting the hips come out and wide. Okay? And then reaching in front. So you're going to do that on both sides again. So hopefully those are some good ideas for you. And I think there's more. I wrote some notes, but I didn't bring my notes out with me. But those will get you started with some ideas about how you can move for your office yoga, for your office mobilization, so that you can be productive and alert during the day and not totally fatigued after your work day. Because I know you work hard. A lot of times you guys don't even get a break during the day, you know, and you barely get a chance to eat, drink, and pee, right? So you run, and at the end of the day, you're just completely done. So we want to have a life outside of work, and we want to have energy while we're at work and energy after and for play. So try those, build them into your movement breaks, and you'll find that you will have more energy for yourself to start building on those building blocks of self-care. Right? So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you got some really great ideas for how to add movement into your workday. And if you want more information on self-care techniques, ask me, message me, send me an email. I get these emails if you hit reply to the email. And I would love to share some more ideas with you. And I also have an online Feed Your Soul program which talks about movement, talks about self-care, and talks about connection and gratitude and just doing all of those things that science says we need to do for ourselves for self-care to restore and relax. All right, well done, have fun, and I would love to hear from you how this works for you at work. All right, bye.